All right, what's up, everybody? It is your boy Jerry Fit. As you know, we are back to react to another video that's on YouTube today. Today, we got Stephen A. Smith going off about the NFL humbling Deion and Shedeur Sanders. Now, you guys know I usually record lifting content, but I've been wanting to get into the sports realm of YouTube and content. I mean, not for a while, but I've known ball like obviously all my life. Bro. I've been a fan of sports since I was like a kid. I played sports all through high school. Yeah, diehard Patriots fan, diehard Celtics fan. I don't know what I'm going up against, bro. But shit. But yeah. Anyway, I've been wanting to get into sports talk for a while. My uncle actually gave me the idea, so shout out my uncle. And yeah, so I'm gonna be trying to bring you guys reactions. Like I told you, I'm not gonna just try to stay in the gym, and I want to kind of branch out more and expand or diversify my YouTube. So today we got Stephen A. going off on the NFL about. Stephen A. going off about the NFL humbling Deion and Shedeur Sanders. And yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it, give our thoughts, and see what's up. First of all, I guess I'll just at the end of the video or draft video. But I just want to let you guys know that Shedeur Sanders automatically becomes the biggest draft steal ever. And I'm not even kidding, bro. The amount of hype that he had, bro, going into the draft, the tape is there. If you look at the stats, we'll discuss throughout the video. Obviously, we'll have to see whatever Stephen A. Smith has to say. But I'm going to be giving my thoughts on why I thought he slipped and what could be going on in the background. And things might get a little crazy, guys. So I would just say stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Goes off on NFL, the ownership colluding on stopping Shedeur Sanders from shining. Hi guys, like, subscribe, follow the page. To be raised by a father who's universally recognized one of the greatest athletes the world has ever seen, and a champion by the way. He's still black. We don't like his brashness. We don't like his absence of humility. We got to teach him a lesson because we got to make sure he understands under all circumstances we still run this.
What the hell just
We are
happened,
the
bro?
Moses, and we can put our foot on your neck any damn time we want to. That's what happened to Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders over the last few days, spanning 5 rounds and 143 picks. That's what happened.
Bro, why is he looking at me like that, bro? First of all, so that's a lot of information from just stepping into the video. I just got into the video. But Stephen A. is clearly, obviously, already playing the race card. That's what Stephen A. does, man. I had a clean room, guys. Obviously, you can see the setup's not the best right now, but dude, Stephen A. I'm not surprised they brought up the race card immediately because he works for ESPN, and ESPN is just, dude. This is my first reaction video. Should I even get deep into that lore? But anyway, I don't believe race had anything to do with Shedeur Sanders falling. I personally believe that Shedeur had some bad advice in his camp. I think that he probably, I have no hate towards Shedeur or Deion. Deion's actually my favorite athlete, or definitely favorite football player. I don't know if favorite athlete of all time though, but my feeling is that Shedeur had some bad advice in his camp. Obviously all the success from his dad and just being his dad in general, he's gonna want to follow his dad and the advice that he gives him. But I feel like he probably let his dad have a little too much control over his destiny. There's obviously nothing wrong with being involved in your kids' lives. I think it's great, especially being a black father, that he has such a good role model to go through for times like this. But at some point, like you got to be your own man. Shedeur, like it seems like with him, he was kind of like he kind of showed teams that like his dad can be a part of like whatever decision he wants to make. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of teams were already scared of the publicity that his dad brings, and they don't want that kind of turmoil in the locker room. You know what I mean? But if you look at the tape, like it's like ridiculous to me how the Browns took Dylan Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders. Dude, Tyler Shaw, whatever his name is. I watched your highlight tape because I didn't even know who this dude was before the draft. Okay, so I watched his highlight tape after I saw that he was picked. Dude, the way that I fell to my knees hearing that name get called for the Saints, bro, was actually crazy. But dude, yeah. See, I'm going on a tangent, but I'm not gonna pause the video too many times. We're just gonna see what Steven has to say.
It was a check hook. Stay in your lane. Know your responsibility. You know, responsibility. Shedeur came out with his arrogance, came out like he was Peyton Manning, like he was Tom Brady already, like he was Joe Burrow. And the talent was way better than the talent just was worth it all. And he kind of put his foot in his mouth, and from what they said behind the scenes, he did not put his best foot forward. So the NFL was like, ooh, can we really? The teams were like, ooh, I don't think it was collusion. They were just turned off. They were like, not a lot of teams need quarterbacks, and they probably just like, is this the guy we want to lead our franchise? Because being a quarterback is completely different from being a wide receiver or a running back. And Shedeur has running back, wide receiver energy. And I find it very, very difficult to believe that the people who would do that would feel the need to have the energy to do this to a kid straight out of college. That kind of energy, that kind of message, that insatiable appetite to send and cement that kind of imprint on this young man has to be, at least to some degree, about his father. When President Trump is out there talking about, hey, you got such a great dad, teams are making mistakes.
And I told you guys too. I just told you that's what I said. It was his dad, bro, in the background. See, the one thing I will agree with Stephen A. Smith is like, dude, he has mad sources, so like he probably knows what's going on in the background, who is talking to who is saying what, and like as far as like what I said about Shedeur getting bad advice from his camp, like obviously he's gonna rely on his dad. Like there's nothing wrong with him wanting to, go to his dad for advice, especially when his dad's already been through it. But that's again, like I said earlier, like at some point you gotta be your own man, man. Like your own man, man. But at some point you gotta be your own man, bro. Come on, bro.
Surprising. That was surprising. I don't know if it has so much to do with his dad, because if you have the talent that outweigh the personality, there'd be no question even in the first round. Do I agree that he should drop to the fifth round? Absolutely not. Even if you didn't see him as your day one quarterback, you could have. Every team needs a backup, especially with 17.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Dude, the Steelers, Giants, Browns, Raiders. Like, what are you guys doing, bro? I'm trying to think about the teams. What are you guys doing, like passing up, especially from the second round and beyond, on a quarterback like Shedeur? Like that makes no sense to me.
It's all 17 games, but your quarterback might miss a few games here and there. So to tell me he drops all the way to the fifth round, that's a force. That's
makes no sense to me.
I think what Shedeur did to Deion. You know Deion's brash. Deion's the greatest quarterback of all time. Jerry loves Deion. Like people, I don't think it was his dad as much as he didn't put his best foot forward. And I told my friend Javon a year ago, the only worries about me about Shedeur is that showing the watch, the things that come with it is, are you locked in? The talent's there. I think is it Peyton Manning type of talent or Josh Allen type of talent that jumps off the screen at you, come out of college, no. But I think the kid can be a franchise quarterback. I think he actually that done him a favor, or that Cleveland a flavor. Glenn Gabriel or Tyler Shock. What the hell is that? I didn't hear about them.
Bro, bro, that's exactly what I just said, bro. Who is Tyler Shock, bro? Where did he come from? 26 years old. 26 years old, bro. You're gonna be 26 years old by the time the season starts. Like, how did you get drafted in the second round, dude? After that one throw that I saw, bro, I don't know what team that they were playing, but the one where he just fucked it up, bro. Like, how do you look at that as an NFL scout, as an NFL head coach, and say, I want him on my team, whether it's second string because I have Derek Carr, or third string because I have Spencer Rattler too. Like, bro, Shedeur clears both of them, first of all. And then second of all, you're gonna tell me Tyler Shuck is a better option than those two? Come on, man, fuck out of here with that.
Sanders going behind them. I'll tell you how. Collusion. If I bring cabinet, because I keep reminding everybody that the owners, I'll never forget this as long as I live. The owners in the National Football League are very big on control. And Colin Kaepernick's position really railed them. It really riled them and irritated them because even though they received a check over $246 million apiece because of their TV rights deal, they were mad with the 250 255. They blamed Colin Kaepernick.
Yo, that's mad greedy. That's mad greedy.
That's what they said. They said they got a check for $246 million apiece and was still complaining about $5 million they missed out on Gunnahan. Stephen A. funny. It's definitely a character. But yeah, I don't think it's an illusion. I just think that for the reports said that he had interviews with the Steelers, the Giants, the Browns, the Saints, and it didn't go well. And from the reports he came out trying to dictate like he was a can't miss prospect.
Dude, yo, and true. One thing that I didn't even get to talk about is how I did see the reports about how Shedeur was sandbagging the interviews with teams that he like wasn't really interested in going to. Like, bro, that's bad advice, dude. This keeps going back to what I keep saying about having bad advice and being your own man at some point, bro. Like, at some point you have to understand, like, dude, this isn't a recruiting trip. Like, you're not going on a school that like wants you, bro. You have to advocate yourself to the NFL, bro. I saw an interview with Will Campbell, who my Patriots took with the number 4 pick, baby. Best tackle in the league. He's gonna be the best tackle. Best tackle in the draft, best tackle in the league for the next 10 years, bro. I'm telling you. But I saw how he was talking about the difference between recruiting trips and the first 30 pick, I think it's called, visits. He was talking about how like you have to advocate yourself to the teams and why you want them to come get you, bro. Sandbagging yourself to other teams that you don't like, you're not interested in, is not a good look, bro. Because even if you don't want to go to that specific team, people talk. I mean, I'm sure he already knows this, bro. He's older than me, I'm pretty sure. But like, people talk within the league, man. They talk to other people. Like, they have friends on different teams. Like, bro, you can't just. Your image is everything. Like, you have to always be on point. You have to be professional. And I always try to be professional, whether it's like with a job interview or like whether I'm out in public. Like, I always try to do my best to hold my head high. And you know, because I'm representing like not just myself, like my family at the end of the day. And I mean, Shedeur, I mean, they represent their family great. The kid's never in trouble. You know, he doesn't smoke or drink from what it looks like. He's always playing football. Like, it just makes zero sense to me how he slid to the 5th round. There's quarterbacks like Tyler Shuck, like Stephen A. said, Dylan Gabriel. Who else got drafted before Shedeur, bro? Who else got drafted before Shedeur? Dude, fucking Jalen Milroe. I just remembered, got fucking drafted before Shedeur Sanders. Like, make it make fucking sense, bro. Dude, when I saw Jalen Milroe got drafted by the Seahawks, I think it was the 3rd or 4th round, bro. I think I started laughing hysterically. I was like, there's no way, dude. Bro, first Tyler Shuck, and then Jalen Milroe get drafted, and then fucking Dylan Gabriel get drafted before Shedeur. That makes no sense to me, guys. Come on. And teams didn't see that. They didn't see him like that. Again, he shouldn't have dropped. If it was collusion, I don't think he would even got picked at all. Why do I think a little message was sent? And the information needs to be around? Absolutely. The NFL is a business. Any business is people gossip. In their estimation, no proof of that. Just speculating that was Colin Kaepernick. So if these are who they are, if these are the kind of people that they are, this is where Deion Sanders' hands get a little bit dirty. Because we know he's the greatest quarterback that ever lived. We know he's arguably the greatest athlete we've ever seen. We know that the man is a football savant. We also know that he's box office. The camera, the lens, it gravitates to him. He has that kind of magnetic effect. And because he let you know that he believes in the son, because he let you know what his son can do, because he let you know that he damn sure is going to keep an eye on things and he's going to have a voice in the proceedings, because he alluded to it, I don't like where my son is, that's not where we're going and stuff like that. It's entirely plausible that the owners are like, where do you think he is? You don't run this shop, we do. Because these owners are like that. A specific certain group of owners, too.
But ultimately, we have to get to Shedeur Sanders himself. Because I spoke to some executives, giving me some background, because they didn't lie.
I told you, bro. What did I say, guys, earlier, bro? He spoke to executives in the background. Stephen A. He knows people in the background, bro. He knows who to talk to. Like, how Stephen A. said, he knows who to talk to. Come on, man. Stop playing with the kid, bro. You know, man.
The things they've seen. And when they talked about it, they said stuff like him sending out tweets, tagged with hashtag legendary. They talked about him appearing to have more of an interest in his own brand, and that he thinks about that more than he thinks about the team or the league.
That's so crazy to me.
They talked about if he was more buttoned up and all about ball and team as opposed to himself, he would have fallen no later than number 21 in the draft of the Pittsburgh Steelers. My concern was Mike Tomlin did not want to take him to the Steelers away on Aaron Rodgers. He would have been a perfect guy to sit behind Rodgers, or because we know he wouldn't have started this year. Maybe not.
You think Shedeur Sanders and Aaron Rodgers on the same team would have been a good fit? Bro, not even a shit on Shedeur, but dude, just talking publicity-wise, if you're scared of publicity, you think Aaron Rodgers and Shedeur Sanders are a good fit on the same team? Okay.
The year after, maybe get more into the grind of the NFL, be more humble, things of that nature. I do think Deion had a small bit in it when he said he's going to dictate, but again, if his son was overly talented, he wouldn't have mattered. If Deion did that, Deion's dad did that when Deion's coming out, it wouldn't have mattered. Talent's always going to be everything. Sure, landed a good spot. Let's see, he's a great spot. He comes to start. How you guys, what do you guys think? Like, subscribe, follow the page.
All right, well, that's what we got. Thoughts on the video? My thoughts, like I said in the beginning, man, sure. I don't know. Like, I think this was a very shady play from the NFL on their part. There's no reason that he should have held to the 5th round, maybe 3rd round max. Because, I mean, I get not every team needs a quarterback. It's not like he's Jesus, bro, but still, at the same time, like, there's absolutely no way that this dude was like the 6th best quarterback in this league. Everybody, dude, besides Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, everybody else in this league is a backup quarterback, bro. The Giants drafted Daniel Jones 2.0. Okay, this dude, the only snap count that he had throughout his entire career in Ole Miss and USC was, like, are we kidding me right now? At the end of the day, dude, Shedeur becomes the biggest steal in the draft ever. I mean, actually, I can't even say that, bro. I completely forgot about Tom Brady, bro. Because Tom Brady's a GOAT. You can't top that. He's obviously the biggest steal in the draft. Dude, that's so crazy how I just realized that at the end of the video that I forgot about Brady. But anyway, you guys understand, man. Like, Shedeur Sanders should not have fallen into the 5th round. Anyway, full video will be in the description if you guys want to check out, I forget, what was it? If you guys want to check out Irrational Sports, I appreciate them for letting me use the video. Throw a quick subscribe. Yeah, if you guys want to check them out, I'll leave the video link in the description so you can watch the full video. But let me know what you guys think. Is Shedeur going to be a good quarterback in the league? I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I don't know if he's going to be a good quarterback for the Browns because the Browns don't do anything to support their star players. Like, it was crazy to me that Myles Garrett went back and signed with them. But yeah, man, you guys know what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to upload some more ball talk, and yeah, have a great night.